Welcome back to Ballers World Live. Before we get started, let's give a special shout out to our sponsors for this segment, AntaAmerica.com. Go to AntaAmerica.com, put in the promo code ESPN2 for a 30% discount. And, of course, shout out to ESPN for having us. Now, in the studio today, we have a very special guest. The league that you are a part of has been a major part of my life, a major part of Los Angeles basketball, a major part of basketball in general. We have with us Chaniel Smiley. She's the co-commissioner of the world-famous Drew League. Welcome to Ballers World.
Thank
you for being here with us.
The commissioner now.
You were the
2017, yes.
Congratulations.
Year,
Hey.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
How does it feel?
It's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this for so long, been behind my dad's footsteps, so it comes natural.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Now, for those listening who don't know what the Drew League, can you kind of give an explanation of what the Drew League is and maybe a little bit of the history behind it?
Yeah, so the Drew League is a Pro-Am league. It started in 1973, so we're in our 44th season. And it pretty much consists of high school players, college players, overseas players, pro guys, NBA stars. And it's right there in South Central LA, Watts. And we've been on the east side for the last 44 seasons. And it's just a jewel in the community. The community backs us and supports us 100%.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite memory from the Drew League?
Oh, yes. I would say the Lockout, 2011.
I was getting ready to jump in. I literally was like, I can't wait to talk about it.
No, the Lockout was mind-blowing because we didn't expect the lockout to happen. Like, we would sit there, me and my family would sit there and we'd watch, David Stern, like, come on the news and just, like, they'll talk about it. But then it was like, are they really about to lock this thing out? And then if it does, do you know what that means for summer basketball? Like, everything is at a halt. So that's what happened. And then these guys just needed somewhere to play, and we had the platform, and we just started making it happen. We then had a battle between LA versus DC, the Goodman League.
Yeah.
So we flew out there and, spent the little change that we had to get out there, and it was magical. So we sold out the event within days. There was people waiting outside to try to get in, and then we came back home. We did a home and away game. So we came back to LA in October. So that game was in August. Then we came back to LA in October and sold out the Pyramid in Long Beach.
Ugh. So for those who don't know what happened in 2011, there was the NBA lockout, right? It was 2011 that summer.
Yes.
And so when that happened, the players, they didn't have anywhere to go, anywhere to play. So they all flooded, and LA is the basketball mecca now.
Right.
So I remember going to a game, and it was, Kobe Bryant was at was at a game. There was LeBron James, KD, James Harden, all of the greatest players you could think of for this era. They were there playing at the Drew.
Yes.
And the games were epic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big time.
Woo. Yeah, so that game pretty much put us on the map, I would say.
Yeah. Do you feel that during that period of time, during the lockout, that really kind of, you guys were already on the map, but do you feel that really put you guys in a whole nother stratosphere, basically the timing of it? And if I recall, that was around the time the league was kind of struggling to stay afloat, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me.
No, you're right.
When they came in. So do you feel that lockout really helped you guys in the long run?
Yeah, absolutely. At that time, like I said, we were sponsored by Hank Salvatore, rest in peace. So he helped us out a lot because with my family, we just put our own money in to make it run. And our, everything started drying up. The well started drying up. So we were like, how are we going to make this work? Mm-hmm. Everybody still wants it to go on, but we don't know financially how to take care. Because we wasn't sponsored by a major brand at all.
Mm-hmm. And you guys don't charge for,
no,
you don't charge admission.
No.
So people are going to see these NBA level games. Free.
Yeah, we never charge. That was one thing we stuck true to. We was like, we don't want to charge the community. We want this to be,
and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think the Lord just pretty much blessed us in a way to when that lockout came, then it just took it over the edge. And then it's like, okay, we want more of this, and it went spiraling down from there.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the Drew, No Excuse, just produced. That was a documentary done about the Drew League, and that was on Showtime, right?
Yes.
Correct? Okay, and that was great. It was
Thank
it was
you.
awesome. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm sure there's some ways they can find it.
Yeah, they could go to drewleague.com We have it on Amazon and on iTunes right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So, or you come up to the league and purchase a DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so-
Yeah, that's it.
How much are the DVDs?
$20.
Where can they purchase them?
They could go on Amazon. They could go on iTunes or the drewleaguedoc.com to purchase a DVD.
You guys heard it there. Go get your DVDs.
I mean, it's a great story, and you get the opportunity to see just how many amazing players went through that. And people hear Rutgers, and this is the Rutgers of
Our era.
our era,
Yes.
and in LA on the West Coast. So it's just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. I played in Drew, you know what I mean? Like, back in my day, back when I was out there doing it.
Were you there for that Kobe Bryant versus James Harden epic 40-point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was that like, seeing that and sitting
Oh,
there and
man.
experiencing? I mean, everybody in the gym was getting an experience in a lifetime. Kobe normally does this in a full NBA game, and he was giving them a show. So what was that like for you to witness that?
It was crazy because we didn't tell anybody. We told a few people like this.
So you knew he was coming?
I knew he was coming.
Oh, yeah.
I knew Kobe was coming. We tried to keep it low. We'll tell a couple people in the neighborhood like, "Hey, be here at
Who
1
leaked it?
o'clock." I don't know who leaked it, but just somebody said something and just went down. Like everybody started coming out and with their jerseys, and I'm like, "How y'all
many-
know Kobe gonna be here?" But
Do you think that was a record attendance for you guys? Do you think you've had more
No.
people since that event, since Kobe's 40-point game?
have we had more people?
Yeah.
Because that was at Washington Park. It can only hold, they say 522, but I think we held maybe
1,500.
something like that.
Yeah, it was lit.
1,500.
Yeah. So since then, we went to King Drew High School.
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence that this name is named after King Drew because it's King Drew High School.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King and Charles Drew.
Oh, wow.
So it just worked some kind of magical
Lord
way.
works, you
But
know?
so we're there now. We're at King Drew High School where
Yeah.
it holds a little bit more people.
What does that mean to you and your family? I mean, to have the league now in Watts, correct? At King
Yes.
Drew, in the community that, often has got a lot of negativity, as far as the viewpoint of the community. What does that mean to you and your family to be able to host this Drew League here in this community and offer the experience that you guys are offering to the fans?
It's a blessing because, in that neighborhood, there's not much going on.
Correct.
As far as anything positive, there's always, when you think of Watts or South Central, you think of gang activity, right?
Yes.
We don't have theaters. We don't have bowling alleys. We don't even have a mall over that way.
Yeah.
You got to go far east or all the way west or
Yeah.
far north or all the way south. So in that area, there's nothing going on. So when we have something as special as a league that's free of charge and that's organized and people can come and feel safe, it's a safe haven for those that come, and it's family oriented. They bring their kids, they bring their grandparents to have them come out there and watch them. Because some people there's some players who work or play overseas, their families don't get a chance to see them play.
Correct.
So when they come to Drew and they're at home, then the whole family just comes out and supports it. So it's a blessing. And
That's nice.
Thank God for
is.
it.
You guys supporting the community, and again, there's a lot of opportunities because there's stars on the court, but then there's stars off the court watching as well. So you guys got like the Kardashians and everybody else driving out to Watts
Yeah.
to watch a basketball game, and I know the Kardashians ain't never been in Watts
Nope.
Tell me.
for any other reason
For no other reason than that.
than to watch a game, and it is amazing, and the energy in those games, and a lot of those guys, even now, before the NBA players start getting in there, the guys that play overseas, the high school kids, the college guys, they're playing. This isn't street ball. This isn't
Right.
necessarily VBL or something. They're out there
Mm-hmm.
going. Practices.
Practice.
We have a team. Ballers World has a team in
Yes.
there, and they go practice. They got like 2 practices a week
Yeah.
for their games. It's like
Yeah, you
It's
have to or
serious.
you'll get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Easily.
Which one you want? All them
Right.
cameras there, and So, yeah, it practice. They never really thought that you needed practice. This is summer league, so they're like,
Right,
we're just
yeah.
coming out there just to hoop, and then they find
Practice.
themselves coming out there. Then they get embarrassed, so they're like, you know what, y'all, we got to get this together.
Yes.
Let's, anybody
Full-on
free on
coaches.
Wednesday?
Yeah, anybody free on Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday we gonna be down at 24-hour fitness.
Said that right. The
Everybody
24-hour
got a
fitness.
pass.
They had the-
Right.
Forget
Everybody
that.
claims membership.
Out there at the
Let's
local playground
Right,
getting it
yeah, they
together.
go outside. Yeah.
Tell us
So
about
good.
your foundation. What
Yeah.
what you guys have going with that, and what the work that you've been doing within the foundation.
So the foundation is about 10 years old now. So my dad had a vision to where he wanted to do something outside of basketball. He didn't want people to think that Drew was just, just subject to just basketball, period. We wanted the community to support us, and we want the players to also give back.
Correct.
So what we do now is we provide scholarships to students in that area. So the surrounding schools, King Drew High School, Jordan, L.A. Jordan,
That's awesome.
Centennial, Compton. So we in other schools, all the other schools in that area, and we give them a scholarship so that they can use that to when they go to college, and they have to have a certain GPA.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's what we do. And we
That's
feed the
incredible.
homeless, and we do that. It's year round.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just the summer thing.
It's not just the summer league. We're more than basketball, you
Yeah.
know. So we do give back
It's a community.
a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And those that are involved in the foundation are all alumni of Drew Middle School.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow. That's
Mhm.
great.
That's awesome.
And so what can we expect before we go? What can we expect in the future from the Drew League? I know, like you said, it's not just the summer league, and it's not just they got other things coming up for the Drew League. Other than being the mecca of summer basketball for the West Coast, what else you guys have planned for the future? What else can we?
Yeah,
expect
people
to see?
ask me that question all the time, and I definitely want to. I see Drew going global. We've done some things overseas the last couple years. We went to Japan 2 years ago. We went to China last year, and we're going back to China this year. So we're trying to give back in their communities and do camps and clinics, and we're going to be doing some tours and stuff like that. Our point of going out of the country is to give these guys the opportunity to get seen and to hopefully get some contracts, you know, so not just in the summer, that they can actually get a job out of this.
Got it. That's great. I mean, that's amazing. Well, how can our followers connect with you before we close out this segment?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Drew League.
Okay.
And my email, if you need it, is Chaniel, Chaniel 05 at gmail.com if you need to email me about anything.
Well,
Any
great. Well,
questions.
Chanel, thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
You guys are doing
appreciate
great.
it.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you for having
Yep.
me.
Yeah.
And
This was
before you
fun.
go, this segment is sponsored by the #1 sports and real estate agency, LA VIP Agent, and DJ Mr. E is going to take us out on the ones and twos.
Go.